So guys, Series 4 is now here, which is the Horizon mascot party. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys probably saw all the stuff with this, with the entire like racetrack and all that, which you actually do get to drive on for this, which is pretty dope a few times for that reason. But overall though, I would say it's a pretty simple week. Now I will say I did not do the Horizon stunt party because for some reason, bro, I do not see those pop up at all. So I really don't know if it's bugged or whatever is going on. But for some reason, they just never actually pop up for me. Nonetheless, though, the first thing is the weekly challenge. For that, you guys will need the Toyota JPN Taxi, and before you say it, this car is insanely cheap. I really don't know why they're actually giving you one as a reward in this playlist when the car is literally 23,000 credits, so I would say most players can just buy this thing or, pretty much already have it. But either way, though, you can throw on the settings I am running on this thing with the code, guys, but I will say you honestly probably don't even need it, as you really don't have to do anything insane with this. As always, though, the first part of this is you will have to own and drive this vehicle, so simply jump into this thing for around 5 to 7 seconds and move on to step number 2. The next step after that, though, will require you to get 3 Feed Me skills with the Toyota. Now, this is basically running into a vending machine if you are wondering. The best spot to do it, guys, head to where I am on the map here in Tokyo City. There's 3 of them literally in this area, and you can hit all 3 of them basically one after another and get this done in basically under 30 seconds. The third step from there, though, is also insanely simple. You guys have to go to any car meet around the map in the Toyota JPN, so you can head to any of these around the map, simply park your vehicle in there, and then leave right after. You can go to the one on the bottom of the map, you can go by the one by the festival play, or the festival site. I said festival playlist. I am fried, and that is because of that. But either way, though, head over to any of the parking meets, go in there, and then you'll be done with this. The last part of the weekly challenge, though, is take a photo of this car by the Tokyo Railway Station thing. So this is actually fairly easy, guys. Head to where I am on the map here, go into photo mode, take a photo of the vehicle, and that is all you will need to do. The next thing after that, though, is the SunnySnap photo challenge. So you have to take a photo of the Wuling Sunshine S at the Sunflower Farm. Now, this might sound kind of difficult, guys, but the farm is located right here. You can kind of drive into it a bit and sit on the outer skirts or even drive right into it. Simply go into photo mode, take a photo of it, and that is all you will need to do. From there, though, guys, we will then have the treasure hunt. This one's also insanely easy to find, though. Head over to this location on your map, which is actually the location of the championship you will have to do, or at least one of the events anyway. Head over here, you will see this kind of right inside a garage type of thing. It's very easy to spot it, and luckily not too hidden. The next part of the entire festival playlist, though, is the seasonal championship. The first one will have to be done in a D-rated vehicle, so you guys probably guessed which car I did end up using, the Honda Beat. Keep in mind you can use any of the cars of your choice, but my goodness, though, the Honda Beat almost maxed out, and D made this so dang easy. I would recommend trying out the build I am running, guys, because I flew through every single race so dang quick with this thing. The next championship from there, though, will have to be done in S1 Total Supercar. So I kind of laugh because I'm like, you know what? What will I run? Maybe a Ferrari or something. But nope. I decided to jump back into the Lamborghini Huracan LP610 again. I've been driving this car for a bit, and funnily enough, we've been having different tasks in this game that require this class with this car, so I pretty much did end up using this though, guys. You'll have to do the 3 events. It is honestly very easy, especially as we've pretty much done these races a lot of times already. The next part from there, though, will end up being the time attack here, guys. Again, you will have to use a D-rated domestics type of vehicle. Honestly, I would just recommend jumping into the Honda Beat with the same build you guys ran on the event. It will easily get this done. I think I was driving pretty bad and still beat it by like over 5+ seconds. So I would recommend just jumping into the Honda Beat. This will be super easy to do. And of course, it's also on the newish racetrack. The next part from there, though, is the danger sign. For this, you'll need a retro sports car, which, funnily enough, is the same car or type of class you'll have to use on all of these guys. And I want to say this, I use the exact same car on all 3 of these PR stunts, okay? The Lotus Elise Series 1 Sport. It is a very cheap car. I added a few parts to it. You can run the tune I am running on this. I recommend for the danger sign at least getting a bit of a head start. I pretty much started on the road super far away. Take the dirt road from there all the way to the danger sign, guys. That's all you will need to do. I beat this by over like maybe 60 or so yards, something like that. And again, as long as you get a running start with the Lotus, this will be super easy to get this completed.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
After that, though, guys, we'll then have the speed zone, which, to be honest, I would say this is probably the most difficult PR stunt this week, at least compared to the other ones. Once again, though, I use the Elise, so I would recommend trying this car out, as it seemed to do pretty dang well. But for the speed zone, I would recommend spawning a little bit farther away, as you guys definitely want a bit of a head start on this one. When I did end up approaching it, I was doing around 120 miles an hour, so it gives you like a bit of a cushion. Getting around the corners and getting the car back up to like 78 to 80 plus miles an hour is going to be key, though, in order to get this done. I think when I did end up completing it, I got barely over 80 miles per hour, but luckily keeping the car in 3rd gear allowed me to get above or at least around 80 fairly quick, so I was able to get this one done.
You've arrived at your destination.
The last PR stunt you will have to do from there, though, is a drift zone. Now, you'll probably end up laughing at me for this, but you could jump in any of the cars, again, that it wants you to use. And you can also throw on drift tires, guys, or you could do what I did, jump in with the same Elise build you were using in the other 2 previous things you had to do. and simply use your e-brake. Again, this might sound kind of dumb, but all you will need to do is the e-brake. It is super easy, guys. Just keep hitting the e-brake on it, get a bit of a running start. It is honestly pretty easy to do. I e-braked and still got over 80,000 points on this, which you need 65, by the way. So simply keep the car in second gear and basically keep hitting that e-brake. You will easily get above the points you have to get in order to get this done. Once you guys are all done with that, though, you will then have to do the Roku delivery thing, which I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm not a huge fan of this game mode. I don't really find it all that fun, and the main reason is the car you're getting is kind of RNG. Like, you might get the fast one, you might get the slow one, and pretty much every challenge is fairly simple and normal, I would say. Like, it's not too insane. If you guys get this done, like, as fast as possible, maybe 15 minutes, could be a little bit less than that pretty easily. And also, I want to point out, you do not have to get 3 stars on all of these. All you have to do is complete it. Just make sure you guys are doing an entire shift, as if you don't, it will not count. The next part after that, though, is everybody's favorite game mode. I think it is another trial. Again, guys, I really wish this wasn't fully part of the entire festival playlist, but either way, though, unfortunately, it kind of is. This is also off-road and buggies again, so you guys could pick any of the total off-road vehicles you have. I mean, you could run something like the Rivian. I do know people are using that Ford Bronco-looking thing. I did end up using the BRZ, and to be honest, it was not difficult. Everybody was driving pretty great. And I really do love when the RNG hits me with these trials, so I don't have to run this 7 or 8 times, because my goodness, that would be pretty annoying. The last thing for the festival playlist, now you don't have to do this right now, you could do this at the last week if you want, or in the middle of the entire series, whichever way you want to do it, is the monthly rival. Keep in mind, guys, you can go in there and pick a super slow rival and get this done at your own pace. Like, you don't have to go be a super fast rival or something and drive absolutely insane. You could get a super slow rival if you want in the menu, and then simply complete this. I mean, that's kind of what I did. I wasn't trying to waste time on it. It's an under a minute event too, so it's very easy to do, even with some bad driving in the Honda type of little thingy-mabobber that you're driving, so at least that will help. But either way, though, that will do it for this entire week of the first festival playlist, guys. I'm going to admit, the festival playlist is honestly on the boring or stale side, and I kind of think a lot of people are probably in the same boat at this point.